Hugs and kisses on my toodles. Hey toodles, today's Wednesday and I know I'm supposed to be doing a shopping haul. But I'm not doing a shopping haul today because it is Halloween. Or should I say Satan's Day. I don't really celebrate Halloween much. I was going to dress up as a witch. But if you're friends with me on Facebook, you'll see a thing that I posted about Halloween on there. And I really don't... Okay. I really don't celebrate Halloween. And the reason I don't celebrate Halloween is years ago, my son's almost 25 years old, and or 25, and years ago, many years ago, my son was 6.5 months old, and it was like a week before Halloween when this strange, ugly-looking Major Bow Wow come to my house and followed my brother there and his friend Hoyt and my brother Ryan to the house and started stripping. He took his shirt off. He said he was hot, so he took his shirt off and his shoes off. And he started sitting there in my dad's chair. You don't sit in my dad's chair. That was my daddy's chair. So he sat in my dad's chair. And he pulled off his clothes and was in his underwear. Okay, guys. I'm going to say it in his tighty-whities. Making a pass at my brother and his friends. And my brother told his friend, he said, leave, go out the front door, go tell the manager there's a strange man in the house, blah, 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 blah. So he did, and my brother told me, get Jeffrey, which that's my older son's name, get Jeffrey and get out of here and go find Hoyt and get to the office. So I did. The guy snatched my baby out of my hand. My son, my older son, 6.5 months old, snatched him out of my hand and said, you're never going to see your son again, and he was leaving. He put his pants back on, and he was leaving, and grabbed his shoes, and he put that nasty shirt over my son to take off with him, and said, you're never seeing your son. My brother, literally, ripped my son out of his hand, said, go, go. So I was going up to the office. There was my dad and my mom coming. They said, where are you going? I said, there's a strange man in the house and he tried to kidnap Jeffrey. And I was crying. And my dad was 300-some pounds. If you've ever seen a fat man run, that fat man ran. Okay? He ran. And there's a boy, he was short. I mean, he was probably about a toddler. Say, well, he's probably about like a toddler's age. The little boy had a baseball bat. He looked to be about maybe 5, 6 years old. Took that baseball bat. They took 3 cops to hold my dad back and take that bat away before my dad bashed his head in. And when the cops came, I went into the house with my son, with my neighbor, and the nice boy, the boys, they were nice boys. There was 3 of them, Vincent, Nikki, and Neil. Bless you guys for being my neighbor. And their dad was there too, and mom. And my mom, I was holding my son and they were comforting me, and then my mom took my son from me and she was holding my son as she was nervously waiting in the neighbor's house with me with my son. And the boys were sitting there comforting me. Thank God they were there to comfort me. They said everything would be okay, and I still remember what they told me them days. They told me they loved me as a friend. We're there for you. We love you as a friend. We're real good. You know, pat me on the back and said everything would be okay. Well, everything was okay from that day on. I never wanted to celebrate. I think it was 94 when it happened, because my son was born in 93. He was born in 93. Christmas of 93. Well, Christmas time. I think it was in 94. Whatever it was. And the guy... No, he didn't even have his year-old birthday. He would have been a year old by then. No. He didn't have his birthday yet. His year-old birthday. He hasn't been a year old yet. He was going to take my son from me. And I never celebrated Halloween since then because of that day. But when I told my son, when he was old enough, I told him about it. I told my ex-husband, well, at the time we weren't together, and I told him, and I said, what would you have done? He said, I'd beat the living snot out of the man. And I told him, till this day, I don't see him now because I don't have dreams about him because I know my son's safe. I can't say he's safe because he's living on his own. You can't never say your kids are safe. You don't know if they're safe or not. They may go away to college, but you don't know if your child is safe because there's dangerous out there. Watching Seventh Heaven yesterday where Matt and his best friend was going to join a sorority, and come to find out Matt changed his mind. His best friend was going to join the sorority and overdrank alcohol limit where he could have been brain dead, but he wasn't. And he still wanted to be in that fraternity afterwards. He still wanted to be in that fraternity afterwards. I know being in a fraternity is something that everybody, oh, I get out of college, yeah, I wanted to be a Tri Gamma. But I went to college. But I didn't go to get in a sorority. I thought being in a sorority would be perfect, but no, I did not go to get in a sorority. I just went to college, did what I had to do, graduated medical school twice, graduated culinary school once, and still can't cook worth cuckoo. And I'm still not a nurse or still not working at a hospital or anywhere because going to college was one thing, but having a career is another thing when you got a mother-in-law who wants to put her hand behind her back like this all day and sit like that. And you got people that don't listen and I don't know. But anyway, so getting on to the Halloween. I am wearing black lipstick. I did make my face look like I'm dead. Like, I literally did my face like I'm a zombie, like I'm dead and I haven't slept in days. I had to put on makeup. For one, I was, all night last night, I was sick. I was throwing up. I had diarrhea. I've been sick for the past 3 days. It's just, I guess, a bug going around. For me, I thought, oh my God, it's time for me to start my period. But no, that wasn't it. But it was weird. But I was getting up every second, going to the bathroom. My husband said, are you okay? And I said, no, I'm sick. And I told him I was throwing up and I was sick. I was texting him. He doesn't text me on Facebook anymore. I don't know why. I still love him. He loves me. And there's been some other things that's been going on. I had a experience yesterday with something that came across that was a big no-no. On my part, it wasn't a no-no, but on the guy's part, it was a no-no. I don't really know this guy that well. All I know is he comes up here, he talks to my cousin, and he always gives me his tokens for Dairy Queen because he's lactose intolerant, and he's a real sweet guy and everything, but he's not my type. And he did promise me. He's got 2 houses, one in Louisiana, one in Michigan, I think, or Maine, or somewhere where it's cold and there's hill country. He wanted me to go live there. He said, you move with me. I'll sign both of my houses over to you. Got shitloads of money. I'll give you all my money. I'll sign everything over to you. Everything I own. And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, nice, okay. To myself, I didn't tell nobody else. I just said, nice. But then, for me to get everything, I have to divorce my husband and leave my husband. Or leave my husband and never come back. I'm not welcome back in LaPorte, Texas. I'm not welcome back to Texas. I can't bring none of my furniture, none of my makeup, none of my stuff. I have to leave it all here. And he wants to buy me all new stuff, which is fine, okay? I don't mind a guy spending money on me. But you're not my husband. You don't get this. You don't get this. You don't get none of this or none of this back here. But that's what he thought. Well, guys, he wanted sex from me. And he touched me in places he didn't need to touch. And I haven't talked to my husband about it yet, but I am going to say something today. I told my cousin, because he works the pier, he knows the guy more than I do because he talks to him more. But when he talks to him, the guy only talks about me. My cousin, his wife, is tired of hearing about me in the conversation. I'm sorry, guys, there is a dead rat in my house down here, in this office somewhere. It stinks. Oh my god. But anyway, to make a long story short and get this video over and done with so I can upload it quicker, I would like to say happy Halloween, even though I do not celebrate Halloween. I told you why. For this guy, I'm not going to mention no names. He does live in my neighborhood, not actually far from my house. Oh, God. But no, I'm not cheating on my husband. And no, I would never cheat on my husband. And no, I do not want nothing to do with this guy. And this guy is friends with me on Facebook. He is also friends with me on Instagram. And also friends with me on YouTube, which I don't mind him being my friend. But nothing is going to happen. I did have his number on my phone, but I deleted him off of my phone. And, I gave him my cell phone number for a reason, because of us. We were talking about my cousin and other stuff. He was talking to me about my cousin and wanting to know more about my cousin and asking about her. So, you're right, she wants me, she's jealous of you, and if you get me, she's jealous, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? I don't. But anyway, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe. I hope you enjoy this. Subscribe to my channel and check it out. And hope you enjoy. Bye, guys. I love y'all. Bye. Happy Halloween.